It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Deontay Wilder, bronze bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of...
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. The jab doesn't quite connect. Looking at social media right now, Johnny, and the entire boxing world is buzzing about this battle under the stars.
These fighters have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is so exciting.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big whiff with the right hook. They both want a knockout, you can tell. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander. What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And it appears the onslaught is over. Hold that thought. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And the bronze bomber goes down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering. There's the bell for round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Usyk! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. Hook misses. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we're entering death. Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Jab misses. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. He threw a punch and just got countered. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. There's a counter shot. He misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I need to go back out where.
There's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice work to block that right uppercut. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. They exchange punches. Good job defending the jab. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance without...
On to the sixth round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. That hook doesn't score. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a... And there's the bell to start round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The right hook just missed. His stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter punch. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. That right jab just misses. Good counter punching. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Oh, wow, they just got cooked, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get...
And we enter the 8th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They've got to use their jab, and the big cat goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
A perfect counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Nice. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with it.
I love that. That jab slipped.
And we enter the 9th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. That jab won't score. Nice counter punch. Good counter punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Beautiful Beautiful counterpunch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They got the momentum. They got the advantage.
Don't change too much.
We've made it to round 10. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And down goes Wilder. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Then land that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. And down goes Alexander Usyk. One punch did the trick. Let's see it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are right.
One wrap. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
I've seen that twice before. Both fighters knocked down in the same round. And you think, who's going to go back as confident? Who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Swing and a miss with that jab. The unified heavyweight champion is down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
A lot of effort being exerted here. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He's been knocked down. On to the 12th. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here? Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And that will do it. What a victory. And you can see here on the replay.
Are you all right?
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there.